to the Home of Science. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and invite more of your friends to subscribe to the channel. We have a question here under organic chemistry. A question under organic chemistry, a very simple question. The question carried 10 marks, section C. Usually chemistry part, which is science paper 2, section C, carries 10 marks per question. Okay, so the question reads, the following table shows the first 4 members of a particular homologous series. So we have a table there. The first row we have compound. In the first row we have compound, molecular formula, and relative molecular mass of the homologous series. Okay, so the homologous series, as we can see, they are the name of the compounds, which are methanol, ethanol, propanol, and butanol. Okay, so we can clearly see that the homologous series here is that of alcohols, as we can see by the names methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. So it's a homologous series of alcohols. Then these homologous series, they have given us molecular formulas. They have also given us relative molecular mass, their masses, except one which has not been given there, where there is a question mark, which is this one here. Okay, the first question A1, name and give the molecular formula of the next member in the table. Name and give the molecular formula of the next member in the table. Okay, so the next member after butanol there, it is pentanol. Now the molecular formula. Okay, so the molecular formula is derived from the general formula. So the general formula, which is CnH2n plus 1 OH. That is the general formula for alcohols, CnH2n plus 1 OH. So from that general formula, we can derive the molecular formula of the next member there, which is pentanol. Okay, so pentanol is the 5th member of this homologous series, meaning the value of N there for you, it should be 5. Okay, so the molecular formula will finally be C5H11OH. C5H11OH. That is the molecular formula of pentanol. Okay, 2A2. Determine the relative molecular mass of propanol. Where there is a question mark there, 2 marks. Determine the relative molecular mass of propanol. Okay, so propanol, it is C3H7OH. So meaning we have 3 carbon atoms. Then we have 8 hydrogen atoms. We are adding H7 and the H, which is after OH. And then we also have 1 atom of oxygen. So 3 atoms of carbon per atom. We have the relative molecular mass, which is that is for carbon, which is 12. So 3 times 12, it will give us 36. Then hydrogen atoms, we have 7 of them. So 8 of them, and 1 atom of hydrogen, the relative molecular mass is the relative molecular mass is 1. So since they are 8, it is just 1 times 8, meaning the relative molecular mass of hydrogen is 8. Remember, we had 36 for carbon. Lastly, oxygen. We have 1 atom of oxygen there, which is 16. So oxygen, the relative molecular mass of oxygen is just 16. So if we are to add those numbers, we add them, we say for carbon 36 plus hydrogen 8 plus oxygen 16, we get the final number, which is 60. We get the final number, which is the relative molecular mass of propanol, which is 60. Okay, so on the question mark there, It is 60. B. Ethanol can be manufactured from either ethene or glucose. Ethene or glucose. Construct a chemical equation for the production of ethanol from ethene. Okay, so when ethanol is produced from ethene, so ethene is an alkene. So in order to have an alcohol from an alkene, it means the process which is there, it is the hydration process where steam or water is added across the double bond of an alkene. Okay, so this ethene, which is the chemical formula, the chemical equation will be 1 you write for ethene plus steam, which is H2O plus which is equal to ethanol. Okay, so we are going to say C2H4, that is for ethene, C2H4 plus H2O, which is steam, plus H2O. You show the arrow for equal to, then ethanol, you are going to write C2H5OH. It is even there. So this chemical equation is self-balanced. Just when you construct it, then it is evenly balanced. So you start like this: C2H4, that is for ethene, plus steam, which is H2O, is equal to ethanol, which is C2H5OH. Okay, self-balanced chemical equation. Just when you construct it, excuse me, just when you construct it, it is evenly balanced. Okay, let's go to B2. Using a named factor, explain how the rate of reaction for production of ethanol from ethane could be affected. So they said ethane there, that was a typing error. It was supposed to be from ethene. So using a named factor, explain how the rate of reaction for production of ethanol from ethene could be affected. So it is from ethene, just like B1 here, as you can see. It is from ethene. So even here, it was supposed to be from ethene. Okay, so they are saying, using a named factor, explain how the rate of reaction of production of ethanol from ethene could be affected. Okay, so the named factor there, it will be phosphoric acid, which will act as a catalyst to speed up the rate of production of ethanol. You will get your 2 marks there when you say that. You will get your 2 marks when you write that. Okay, so using a named factor, explain how the rate of reaction for production of ethanol from ethene could be affected. So by the use of phosphoric acid, which will act as a catalyst to speed up the rate of production of ethanol. Okay, the last question, calculate the maximum mass of ethanol that can be produced from 144 tons of glucose. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know here, you need to come up with the chemical equation as where ethanol is produced from glucose. Okay, so we have glucose will break down into ethanol and carbon dioxide as a gas. Okay, so when you have that chemical equation, you balance it, then you have 144 tons of glucose. So how much mass will that 144 grams of glucose produce? So there, after constructing your Barnes chemical equation, you need to balance it so that when you obtain your relative molecular mass for glucose and ethanol, it should be from the balanced chemical equation. So what to do is like the video, leave a comment, and then C3 question, the last question, which is C, you try it, then the solutions afterwards will be I'll record a video of the solution for the last question, and I'll post them. I'll post them on the channel. So just need to leave a comment on this video, then I'll be glad to post the solutions, the solution for the question which has remained there. Thank you for your time. Have a blessed day or night. Thank you.